Give me that. Like, like, like,
And we are live. What's up? What's up? What's up? I am Crunk Chocolate. I'm here with the show, bro. We are Shades of Blue, and this is the Thursday night lit stream. A wonderful show for you today. We got the homie Drew as our city fan. Hey Spirits, vroom vroom. We got Andre in the house. Shout out to Diaspora United and about to chop it up, chop soccer pod. We got the homie Ken coming through. Sharpie, how's it going, friend? How are you? Oh, you're muted.
I am muted from the countdown. I was gonna say it's great today. My mom turned 60, so happy birthday, mom!
Happy birthday, Mama Sharpie.
Out here. Yeah, man, went back to school, saw my kids for the first time this week. A few of them who wanted to still come, even though we're on a 2-hour delay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because like they put DC. DC is the only school in the DMV region, the only district that has school today. And because it's still icy as hell. So I had 40 out of 140 eighth graders show up today. Yeah, so we'll probably, I just called myself a well-paid babysitter today and tomorrow. Just make sure kids are safe. We watched Bad Guys 2. Great movie on Peacock if you got it. All my soccer fans, just turn it on. It's hilarious. But no, man, I'm good. Happy to be here. Happy to chop it up today. It's gonna be fun.
Yes, sir. Well, let's get into it. Let's introduce our guest. Like I said, our first guest, the city fan, our good homie. Give it up for Drew. A little delay. Let him in.
I was like, where's Drew?
Right? I'm hitting let in. Let's just let everybody in. Let's hit the chaos. Full chaos. There we go. Everybody except for Drew, I guess.
We got Dre. Drew special, Drew.
Drew making things difficult. All right. Well, hold on. Let's actually we'll start with you, Andre, because did you do anything for like the media days or anything like that?
Nah. It's in LA. I can't make it.
Oh, so it's like the NWSL, the whole thing is in LA. Okay. What? I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's LA.
Yeah.
But is it always in LA?
It was last year as well, so I don't know if they're trying to make this like a thing. But I hope not, because I'd like to go at some point.
Yeah.
They also say it's cold. It's cold. We don't want to be cold, so we gotta go that way. Shouts to the hat you're wearing. I just saw that. Shouts to Altadena.
Yeah. Yes.
Which is out there.
My car has been iced in for like 4 days now. My driver's side door won't open because it's just glued to the curb because of ice. So even if I wanted to go, I wasn't getting there.
None like that DMV ice struggle, man. This is different. This is crazy. Like I've never seen ice on the ground as long. Like,
Same.
It's wild. So cold.
And Chicago, how's the weather in Chicago doing for you, Ken?
I haven't seen my yard in like a month and a half, probably. So, like, it's normal. Like, it's not gonna be over 30 degrees for the next week. So we're just here. Another snowstorm. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's tough.
2 days of shoveling. My God, that's real
Yeah,
work.
The show, bro. The show, bro. Oh man.
yeah.
Well, I mean, the reason why I asked
Like,
because
y'all are still shoveling too. Like, we've given that up in Chicago.
and luckily the weather, like again, the weather is nice. The sun was out. I could actually feel a little bit of heat. Like I was like, oh, the sun is actually somewhat functional today. So that was nice. That was nice. It was.
My car was warm when I left work. I had sat in the sun for like 5 hours, and by the time I left, I was like, "Oh, this actually feels normal." And then I realized shortly thereafter, it's still cold. Still cold outside. The sun is a liar.
Okay, so Andre, you're gonna have to give a little bit more context because you have Katerina Macario, Croy Bethune, Melchi Dormene, Linda Caicedo. Just do name and dudettes.
Yeah, basically what that means is I like players who are extremely disrespectful. That's kind of what it is. I like some sauce. I like unpredictability. I like ankle snatching. And that group of players loves to do that. So they're like number one objective. So yeah, they're my favorites.
That makes sense. So trying to think who is the most. Yeah, see, and unfortunately, I don't think we really like. Actually, that's Carolyn. Carolyn is our most disrespectful. Like
by far.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, some of the goals. She loves a near post goal on a keeper. When is Linda Caicedo gonna leave Real Madrid? Like, what's going on with that? Like, why? Like, is it just because she's paid well and it's Spain?
I
like,
don't know.
Like that bums me out.
Probably. I mean, I don't know. I think she signed an extension recently too,
yep.
which makes me a little bit sad. But I do feel like she's got to be gettable. It'll cost some money up front, but she's got to be gettable because I think she's got the kind of talent where she should be competing deeper in Champions League or like at the top of NWSL. So like somebody needs to test those waters.
She signed until 2031. Oh my gosh.
Yep. There you go.
That's gonna cost a pretty penny.
It sure is.
Should be worth it
though.
Yeah. 100%.
Absolutely worth it.
I mean, it's the brand. Like, like Real Madrid like rings bells in South America. Like that's where you want to go. People don't want to go to Barcelona or frankly anywhere else coming out of South America for the most part. Like, look at the like Brazil to Real Madrid pipeline that they got going. Like,
this is where I want women's soccer to separate itself from men's soccer because Real Madrid, they ain't that guy. Ain't that guy when it comes to women's soccer.
I know.
They get worked, and so it used to be the same deal with like Manchester United. They're getting better. They're bulking up their like backroom staff as well. So like they're making smarter decisions, but like. Yeah, they get worked by Barcelona every single. I think what is it? The record's like 20-1 now in terms of wins. Like it's super lopsided, and nobody's really. They didn't even qualify for the rest, like the knockout stage of the Champions League. So like Real Madrid got the name, but that's about it. At least on the women's side.
That X-Dog.
I mean, the men's side not looking too much better. When I first saw those 4 names, I was like, wait, is he looking at people for Chelsea? Because I know how I like to do. I know y'all love to just try to acquire talent, like Thanos's rings.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Listen, first of all, that's what everybody wants their team to do. Second,
of course,
ain't y'all Manchester City fans?
Bro is using greed.
I'm not envious of it. I'm not hating on it. I'm just stating a fact. That's all. Yes, this is the pot calling the kettle a Negro. I'm just saying. We do it too, but y'all do it better.
Well, I was gonna say it feels good. It feels good when you get it right. When you get the play, it feels good. But we just got to get Sonya out the paint, and then we'll be back.
That's what's holding up. That was a wild disappointment. It just from Emma to Sonya, man. What the drop off? How are you processing the fact that like Champions League is still alive? Right, like you have hope, but the league, which you've owned for so long, is just not what it's supposed to be for
It
y'all.
was going to end at some point, like, and so you assume that if Emma's going, then a lot of change is going to happen regardless. I just think they got the hire wrong. There's Devin in the chat saying biblical greed. He's just mad. Your squad talking about bringing in Odom Battier next. So,
I
like,
did see that.
I'm just
That would be
saying, like,
insane if that happened. Yeah.
tell
The
tell
pound is
Arsenal
doing
to
the
spend that
pound
money.
things.
But yeah, I mean, I it was going to end at some point, and I'm not super mad at it. I'm just mad at the situation they got themselves in. It's going to be tough to dig out of the hole because Sonia's kind of let a lot of talent go, missed a lot of talent in terms of recruitment. I don't really like what she's doing with the team in terms of her tactics and her style of play. So it's going to be a tough one. And we'll see how long they stick it out. The longer they stick with her, the harder it is going to be to dig out of it. So we'll see.
Well, we are Sonia in. Let's go, Sonia.
Yeah,
Sonia
right?
Simeone. That's my girl.
Right?
Y'all are doing the same thing I was doing to y'all with Garrett Taylor. I was like, yeah, Garrett Taylor's my guy.
Now I know how it feels. Okay, I know how it feels. Like, yep, let's keep it up. Let's keep it up.
Rehire that man. He's great. He's killing it with Liverpool.
I mean, while we're talking WSL, we got Arsenal. They handled business against Chelsea. That was
Great job.
wild. That
Beautiful
was wicked.
performance.
Like,
Just
appreciate
wow.
it because before, when Arsenal and Chelsea were playing each other, I definitely was like, man, do I want them to draw? And then once Arsenal got ahead, I checked the standings. I was like, oh no, Arsenal's 10 points. That's perfect. That's the best case scenario, was Arsenal winning, still 10 points behind. But getting that win against Chelsea, that was nice. Yeah. How is life as an Arsenal fan? You have both clubs, both sides, men and women, kind of doing their thing. Obviously, the women lifting the Champions League before the men. So obviously there's joy in that, but I'm sure it's equally frustrating because, Arsenal men can't seem to lift any trophies. This is me trying to be nice, but obviously it's not working too well, Ken. So how is life as being an Arsenal fan?
I mean, the men aren't trophy-less, so like all of that's just kind of byproduct. I mean, I'm actually really interested in like how the women's season's going, because yeah, we're off the pace, but I mean, we are kind of a team in transition. We are an older team. We brought in some young players, but I mean, like, when you have like Beth Mead, who's been there for ages, like Katie McCabe, who's been there forever, like, we've got a lot of people that are probably in the twilight of their careers, and we just really haven't started that transition yet. I mean, it kind of is what it is in the WSL. Like, it either ends up being a 1 or 2 horse race, and you got to start really fast to actually, like, have a leg up in it. So, I mean, we kind of knew pretty early on we were out. Renee Schlager's, like, still have faith in Renee, but like, we'll see what it's going for the women's side. I mean, on the men's side, it is what it is. Like, 5 games ago, we only had a 2-point lead. Now we have a 4-point lead. Like, the league's a slog. Like, what are you going to do?
That was a really respectable, honest, just well-rounded take. Like, that feels good to hear. It's not like too sad where the sky is falling. It's not like, hey, we got this in the bag in January. I respect that take. That's a great job, man. That's really good. Because some Arsenal fans get on here and they like talking crap, and I'm like, yo, what are you talking
If Trev was here right now, he'd be like, man.
Well, I mean, I've been along for the ride.
Yeah.
I've been along for the ride. Like, I mean, I remember like the end of the Wenger years when it was just sad, dog. And then like I remember when we had Emery, and like we got to the final in Baku, and like everybody was like, "Oh, Emery gets it done. Emery gets it done." But it's like, no, he's not that guy. Like, and then
He's not that guy.
we've had to
Arsenal,
rebuild with
other than
Arteta.
that, he was good.
So,
He was good. I'm an Emery fan though. I actually am.
I mean,
no, I completely understand. He didn't do
like,
well at Arsenal, so like I get why Arsenal fans aren't a fan of him. Like I completely get it.
I mean, he did okay at Arsenal. Like, it's not like, it's not like he did bad, but I mean, like, he's not, when I mean he's not that guy, I mean, like, he's not a big team coach.
Oh, yes,
So,
no.
like,
That is true.
Very
true.
He likes the
So,
squad.
like, if you
Underdog.
look at all the teams he's done well with, yeah, like, he he's never won a Champions League. He's won the Europa League like 30 times or something like that. Like that tells you all. Like that tells you all you need to know. You know,
They should name the trophy after him in like 15 years. Like
Yeah.
just call it the Emery because that's him. Like, that's his comp. Like Aston Villa is probably going to win it this year. They are the betting. They are top of the table. They just wanted. They came back from 2-0 down today. Like, yeah, he loves Europa.
Yeah, and that's his level. And like when you find your level, like kudos to you. But like it was never going to be the guy that replaced Arsene Wenger. It was going to be the guy after the guy.
That's exactly
like,
what
that's
that
just
Damn,
is.
y'all locked in. Look at y'all. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's just how those things work.
Yeah.
So.
And Devin, we crucify you for your bad takes, and there's like a few reasons why, like it's not just your takes, so like you understand.
It's not just your takes. Wow.
Oh man, shoot, City,
but
we have
need
Tottenham.
before we go, we need to place before we go, we
good.
need to place a friendly bet. Because it is
Okay.
going to come down to probably that game in April with
Mhm.
City Arsenal. Like that's going to
Mhm.
decide it. It's going to be pretty close there. So
What's the
like,
bet? I'm down. I'm a betting man. What you got?
He is a
I
betting
don't know.
man.
We'll discuss it offline. But
Okay,
before we move
okay.
on, I want to like put it in the air so all the viewers see that, like
He put the gauntlet
no
down.
problem. Yeah, 100%. I back my squad, baby. Especially back then. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting match for sure. We always do watch-alongs for all the games, and I purposely have been. Our friend Treb is an Arsenal fan, and he's joined us for a few watch-alongs. And City haven't won any of the
Men or women.
watch-alongs, that he's joined us for. So I technically had him. I banned him. I was like, "You are no longer welcome." But he was like, I should be on the last one. And I was like, all right, fine. You raise a good point. So he will be joining us.
Why you do that, man, like that? He does not sound like that. That is so rude, bro.
He's
That's
not
like when
here.
women try to try to make like sound like a man. It's like, whoa, my voice does not sound like that. Don't disrespect him. I won't let you do that to Trev. He's a good man.
He's at media day,
Yeah,
so
don't do
he's
that
too
to him.
busy right now.
Oh,
He'll
no,
watch
Trev,
the like
don't do that to him.
he'll watch the replay and then be coming at me in the group chat. I know.
Wait, before we get off the women, though, real quick question for you two who are in Champions League, which we are not because we were not good enough.
We're not.
How likely do you think? Like, what do you put your chances at winning it this year? Like for Arsenal and for Chelsea. Arsenal trying to go back to back, almost impossible unless you're Barcelona or OL, and Chelsea trying to finally get to that mountain. Like, I'll start with you, Andre. What you thinking, man? Chuckles.
Yeah. 0%.
Okay, that's some honest shit.
Okay, so is it really just
Y'all see
Sonya?
our
Is
path?
it?
You see the bracket?
No.
you see the bracket?
Yes. Hold on, I'll pull it up right now. 'Cause
That's
I
what I
already-
just looked up.
Pretty much have to play Lyon. And if we get Lyon, it's going to be the winner of Bayern Munich or Barcelona, which is probably going to be Barcelona. And then you get to the final after that.
Oh.
We not.
Okay, see, that's some realism right there. Yep. Oh wow. Yeah, that is not good.
We're not doing that. That's not going to happen. So,
That's not ideal.
I mean, quite honestly, what's really going to get on my nerves is having to play Arsenal because I don't think Sonia is a good coach. And as much as I would love to knock Arsenal out in the quarterfinal round, I just don't see her being able to do that. So it's a 0%. The path is too hard.
Wait. No, I thought Barca's on the other side of your bracket.
Oh, they are on the other side. My bad. But
Yeah,
in
okay,
order
so at
to
least you
win
only
it,
gotta
we'd
deal
have
with
to
one.
do-
Okay.
yeah, well, in order
Yeah.
to win it, we'd still have to probably go through Barcelona in the final,
Yeah.
which is bad vibes. So we'll see. But yeah, 0%. It ain't happening. We ain't got the
Okay.
squad for it right now.
Is Arsenal going back to back, Kim?
I think I'll go 40%.
Okay.
That's high.
I like that.
40%.
I mean, that's better
I mean,
than
I think
0%.
well, any other year, I would say like Chelsea's always been a very difficult game for us. So like that would be something that I'd be like, oh, like we get Chelsea as soon as we beat like whoever the team is. Like I'm not even sure who we're playing in the first round. Well, I think we already played them. like maybe in a first leg or something.
No, first leg's coming up in February. Both legs in February.
Oh wow! So who did we beat up on this week? Wow, it's been a
11,
rough week. I don't know who
sometime
we
off.
beat up on this week, but
Yeah.
It's in between games.
yeah, we
It's
beat up
the
on
break.
somebody 6-0. Oh,
So,
okay.
Would
But
heavily
yeah,
moving.
I would normally say that that's a very tough road for us. But one thing about Renee Schlagers is that she's proven. Oh, FAR Rabat. Oh, that's in the Women's Champions Cup. Sorry.
Oh
So
yeah,
many
that's right. I
cups.
watched that.
oh
Yeah.
So many cups,
yeah.
man. So
So
many
many
cups.
choices, like so many trophies.
But yeah, I would normally be concerned about Chelsea, but I think we can get it through that matchup. Um, Renee Schlagers does really well in Europe, so I would like my chances against Olympique Lyonnais. And if we're going assuming that Barcelona is going to get back to the final, I mean, I take my chances against them again. Um, we have Caldonia, who used to be a former Barcelona player, and she was the woman of the tournament, I believe, last season in the Champions League. We beat Barcelona in the final. She used to be, I believe she was. I don't think she was one of their captains, but she was definitely one of their midfield engines before she moved to before she moved to Arsenal. I think this is her second season, maybe. So I don't think it's likely, but I mean, we've got as good a chance as anyone. So, why not?
I love that.
Okay.
I got a question though,
Okay, go for it.
because Renee did win the Champions League. Obviously, can't take that away from her. But like, do we know she's good in Europe? Like that felt like a lightning in a bottle situation. But are we giving her like, oh, she's now a bona fide coach you can trust in the Champions League? Because it feels like you got to maybe do more than one season to earn that designation.
It's a very fair point. I just think that it's probably more of a reactionary opinion to how bad things were with Jonas. So, even just the way he had constructed the squad and kind of the feeling of the squad, she hasn't found her legs in WSL yet. Admittedly, we're already 10 points off, and that's a long way to be off in January. But I mean, we're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well in the Champions League. It seems like, we play a lot of our Champions League games at the Emirates, so that's going to be helpful. And, until I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt until she kind of proves that she's not up for the task. I would have been a lot more concerned if she wouldn't have made knockouts this time around, or if we just get our doors blown off on the way, right? If we lose a close game to Chelsea, that's fine. If we beat Chelsea, lose the Olympique Lyonnais, I still think she's got the juice because that's a tough path. But I don't think the warning bells are going to start ringing until it's a very clear indication that she just can't really do it in Europe.
All fair. What's up, Andrew?
I mean, we
It's
back
good
our
to
coaches
see
here at
you.
Arsenal. We don't.
Hey, I apologize.
Hey,
I
no
used to
worries.
work in technology, and I feel like there's been a lapse in UI and UX recently. I mean, everything is so hard to work around and stuff like that. So no, I'm happy to join the conversation and be a part of the pod. So,
Yeah, no worries at all. Yeah,
but I
Riverside
appreciate you
stuff.
for allowing me to join.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, a lot of people have trouble with Riverside, and I wasn't really aware that it was that difficult. Our good friend Deepti, she's in our WSL podcast, and I feel like it's every third recording she can use her camera, but for the most part it crashes out all the time. Similar to how yours was struggling. She
Yeah,
just
I
has
was
to
on
record without a
my
camera.
laptop. Now I'm on my phone. So, but I guess
Yeah,
it's,
that it seems to be the secret. That's not the first time I've pitched that to people, where it's just hey, if you try on your phone, for some reason it works pretty well. It's weird. But
Come on over to Zencaster, big dogs.
hey, we just got to Riverside. It's I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I like what it does for the production part, clips and stuff like that. That is very nice and easy to manage. Man City though, let's talk a little city now that we got our city guest here. And then talk about all these other losers, these rivals. Sorry, that was very heavy language.
I was like, I can't contribute much to WSL, although I would like to, because I've been like as of the past like 24 to 48 hours, I've been a trend stan. So I mean, she's doing her thing, but she has been doing her thing. It's one of the next jerseys I want to get. And that's the thing. I have a whole list of kits to get and stuff like that. And she's up there. Bunny is. I think my next city kit is a Bunny kit. So
same. I'm like due for Bunny. I got my trend kit at the playoff game this year or last season, so that was great. I would definitely get another color. Like last week when we were able to go live the same day that the deal was announced, heaven. And then Douglas showed up.
Nice. Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is perfect. This is a great day. Great day in DMV. Pre
How do you
ice
guys
age.
feel about that deal?
I mean, it makes sense.
How do you feel about that deal?
Andre,
What,
you're a great person to ask
deal?
about it too.
Yeah.
I let Andre go first. How you feel about it, Joe?
Oh, I'm happy.
Yeah.
It would have sucked to see her leave, and so
Yes.
I think the league made it as difficult and as stupid as they possibly could.
Mhm.
So I don't appreciate that aspect of it, but she signed. That's the main thing that needed to happen this offseason. Multi-year deal. Yeah, now it's just trying to make sure that they can manage the back problems and get her through a whole season, because when she's on the pitch, it's ridiculous.
Can't do nothing with her.
Yeah.
I will say, like, it's amazing that she chose Washington. Like, she could have went to Chelsea or like everybody wanted her, and she was like, no, like, I love it here. Let me get my worth right. Let me reset the market, which is what you need to progress. Because I think my theory, and Tom like echoed this last night, is that Bunny was waiting on Trend to figure out what the number should be, like what's the negotiating number. And I was like, that's smart business. Whoever her representatives are, they're good. Like, don't just rush to a deal. Like, as a City fan, I'm nervous, but I'm also like, she deserves every penny. So shout out to Black women everywhere helping each other out.
Yeah,
So
I think a lot of people are waiting for that deal because it was gonna be important no matter who gave it to her. It was gonna be really important. So yeah, I mean, I think what's been going on in Washington is like its own little story that's like extremely dope, which is why I'm just really mad that the league is not prepared for any of this. But like it's really cool to see, and the fact that she gets it and wanted to stay so bad that she basically went through like this was not easy.
No.
Like, it would have been easier to be like, okay, I'm out. Like, this is getting too complicated. I need to know what the rest of my career is going to look like. Like, it was question marks for a long time. So
she needs to go over though eventually.
I don't know if she does.
No?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think she's going to. I don't think she's going to stay with the Spirit her entire career. She very much has said in the past that she wants to go to Europe, but I don't. In terms of like need to, I don't think she needs to.
Yeah.
Some players I think need to. I don't think she needs.
But it's not like it's need to from a legacy perspective, not necessarily from like a monetary perspective.
So he's gonna like just like add something to like her resume, like, hey, I've gone here, I've won everywhere.
Like Barcelona Femenina, and then like, I mean, yeah, just
my counter to that is there ain't no still there ain't no club team that could give you the legacy like the U.S. Women's National Team. She wins the World Cup with the U.S. Women's National Team. That's it. That's going to be bigger than anything else she could do on the club level. Still, it's like one of the rare teams, national teams, that can still do that, especially in the women's side. So long as she's part of that team and performing on international stages, she doesn't have to do that. Now, I think, obviously, would love Chelsea to have her. But I just don't think she needs it.
No, it's gonna be Chelsea or Arsenal. I'm prepared for it. I'm prepared for the next deal. I'm 28 now. I'm gonna go ahead and go across the pond.
Chelsea is like just sucking everything off of Man City that they can get.
So
Sorry,
two questions.
I'm gonna be crass, Crunk. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be a little.
Hey, it's called a list stream, dude.
Let's get it.
Speak how you feel. Speak how you feel.
So two
I
questions.
mean, he didn't check out. He didn't check the box. This guy. Like, I mean, what can I say? We bought two other ones that they're going crazy right now. Savinho. I mean, you want Savinho? Well, Savinho will go somewhere else. But your boy didn't check the box.
Hey, but that real nice, that trademark of his, that logo of his, though, I love it. I really love his logo because we need more self-love, and that's basically what that logo says. It's like everybody needs to hug themselves more.
Wow.
So like I actually respect that. I really respect that from Cole Palmer.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'm not gonna talk bad about that black man. I'm not gonna talk bad about that black man. Okay, I'm gonna let that black man be as great as he can be.
My black
Get
king.
healthy. Hey, that's a black king right there. Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not here to take down that
Not here
man.
for
Yeah,
that
I'm
song.
glad he's performing very average. Like that's great. I love it.
I'm not gonna take him down. I'm happy he's real average though.
Hey,
I mean, he's performing. And then
But
they got
honestly,
the-
did you guys expect anything different? Like what I'm
I
sensing
don't-
here is that like you guys actually rated him. So like
I mean, he came through the academy, so that's what it was.
Yeah.
and the way he started, you can't take that away from him, right? Like he
Yeah.
had the best first debut season you could possibly have at that age. So I'll give him credit for that. Like it was amazing. I think what we're seeing with him, Phil Foden, consistent excellence is very difficult. As a 10, it's just hard in today's game. And you start to see like unless you have the explosion of a Doku or you are super 2-footed and you can go everywhere you want like Shirky or you're just 6'5" like Holland, and it's really hard to keep it up. And I think like people were mad when he got let go. I'm like, you got $40 million of pure profit. He has reset the market for academy talent now. Like, and that's why Oscar Bob was only 27, because it's like, is he as good as Cole Palmer? No. Okay, we'll take 27. But so I mean, again, I don't hate him. He did nothing wrong. He wanted to go play. I can't blame him for that. But we won on the back end. Like, yeah.
I mean, I did.
And then you got the lap. Don't you have the lap too? I mean, good on y'all. Like, good
Yeah, I
job.
don't know why we did that, but I'm gonna assume I can't make sense of none of Chelsea
I mean,
on the men's side.
do you want our academy? I mean, fund the academy.
I mean, we our academy is still good. I don't know what, but it's like when you try to. We've always had an issue with the pipeline from academy to first team. Always had an issue with that, and so they just try to fill the first team as much as they can, and they make some really weird decisions. And some of the decisions ain't football decisions. Some of them are financial decisions.
Right.
Liam feels like a financial decision. Drink water was a financial decision. Like they just do some weird shit, and I can't explain it. I ain't in their boardrooms. I ain't got their spreadsheets. I just all right.
I
Cool,
mean, your
that's what we're doing.
spreadsheet is on your kid sponsor, which is
Pretty much.
There's none.
What kid sponsor?
Yep.
What
Yeah,
kid sponsor?
we do that funny math, and hey, one day it'll hit us, and we'll see what happens.
I mean,
right.
just to give background for myself, my name's Andrew, and I'm from Miami, and I live in Atlanta currently, and I've worked in soccer and sports and stuff like that. My degree's in sports management, and so I've followed Man City since 2008, 2009, 8 in that era. The reason about it, because I was like going through the notes that Kronk sent me. The reason I became a Man City fan is because my dad is from New York, and he was a Mets fan and a Jets fan and a Notre Dame fan. So I grew up in this like tornado of just teams that fucking suck forever. And so I was like, well, I fell in love with soccer again. I played when I was a kid. I was like, if I want to fall in love with, like, I wanted to fall in love with soccer again after 2006 World Cup because Italy won and I'm Italian. I want to find a team that I like. So I liked Roma. I like Totti was my first favorite player, but then I liked David Villa and David Silva from Valencia at the time. And then obviously David Silva came to Man City, and I hope we got David Villa, but we didn't. But then I started watching the Premier League because it was available on like ESPN or something like that. and I was either between Chelsea, Liverpool, or Manchester City. Never Manchester United. Never Manchester United. And I fell in love with Manchester City because of Carlos Tevez, and that's it. That's my lore, and that's my love story. So glad I could share that with you guys. So.
Always here for it. Always here for it.
Beautiful. Chose a winner. I ain't mad at you.
And then
Yeah.
and also if I'm gonna invest a lot of like my weekends and time and stuff into stuff, then like, I mean, they do the same, right? You know, they invest into the academy, they invest into the team, they invest in that. I don't know, 115, 13, 16, 19. I don't know how many we got, you know, but
It's up to 135 now, I think. Actually, I think it's 140, if I'm being honest. So we'll see it eventually. Ken, you said 2 questions a little bit ago. So
No, we won't.
what were those? What were those 2
No,
questions?
we won't. We'll
sorry,
never see
sorry
those.
for my soliloquy here.
We'll never see those charges, dog. Like, let's be for real. Chelsea's putting people on 1,000-year contracts, and Man City's got like, 200 odd something charges now. I can't even keep track. Like, we'll never see that. That's not how the game works. No, they were just NWSL questions. Because when we were talking about trend, I think one thing that's lost in this is the Sophia Smith contract. And like, a lot of times, especially on our pod that we have, Chop Soccer Pod, we talk about sports business, like primarily from like front office, money in sports. And, I just had a question like, is this primarily driven by like the league, or like, can we like look at front offices now and say like we expect more from them to be able to put together these type of deals? Because like, Sophia Smith, I think she signed hers 2 years ago. She exercised her player option. She was the first 7-figure player in NWSL history, technically. And I think Portland got that done without like stretching their budget at all. Because if you look at their team, they have a pretty stout, like, solid playoff team every year for the most part. So, like, first question was just like, at what point do you kind of see, things kind of shift to looking at the front offices where, like, NWSL front offices as a whole need to be a little more savvy with how they like spend their budgets.
Yeah, it's a good thought.
Savvy as in cautious spending, or savvy as in go get the players you need?
Cook the books.
Savvy is in savvy is in like, being able to build a squad 1 through 18 and manage to pay everybody. Before they got rid of the draft, I would say like, a lot of teams in American sports, like, they find ways when you think you have a significant player to like, build around that player through the draft or like, through free agency and all these other levers. So like, before they got rid of the draft, before the NWSL got rid of the draft, I would like, heavily lean on the idea that like, there are other mechanisms like the draft. Now, I think, you probably do have to raise the cap, like, to make up for that. But I still like, want to say like, overpaying players on the lower end, possibly like, just becoming better at how they allocate their resources up and down the roster,
I mean, my perspective is there's only a handful of NWSL teams that actually spend money and invest in their teams in a way that is consistently commensurate with winning. I think a lot of them want to be cheap. I think that it's been ingrained in the NWSL since the beginning. This is what you do. This is how you operate, according to a lot of the owners. They're scared to spend money, even though everything's growing in women's sports overall, but certainly women's soccer. There's more competitions, more opportunity to win more money, get on a bigger stage, a bigger broadcast deal. There's all kinds of stuff like that. And to me, so many NWSL front offices are not understanding that and meeting the moment in terms of where we're at right now. I do think that they are very fortunate that we have our college system. It basically guarantees a number of superstars come into the league every single year. They're not going to command $1 million right off the bat. They might and probably will soon. A player like Katarina Macario coming out now would have been worth quite a bit. So that's going to change. But we're still not talking about a lot of money. This is the thing that always gets on my nerves when I talk about NWSL front offices is ain't nobody telling you to spend $10 million to sign the best player. You can sign the best player in women's soccer for $2 million. Like, we're still not talking about a lot of money right now. And I understand their hesitancy of getting there in 3, 5, 10 years, but we ain't there right now. And the market has been artificially suppressed for years. So stop trying to continue that trend of suppressing the market. So yeah, to me, it's just they just got to be serious. There are a lot of ways to build a team. You can go young, you can scout academies, you can, investing in scouting is huge. The Spirit have done that. They've been able to pluck out big talents. Rose Kwasi, she wasn't on the radar before she came to the Spirit. So like you just got to be smart in how you invest, what you invest in, and the players you bring over. You have a defined system. Basically, you have to own and operate a soccer team. And too many owners just want to operate a business that quote unquote makes money. But this America, you don't make money unless you spend money. Everybody knows that. But for some reason, when it comes to women's soccer, women's sports, everybody forgets that.
Do you see? Oh, my second question was like, so.
But I'm sorry to interrupt you. Like, that's the play sheet. Like, that's what it is. Like, you said everything about that. Like, that's what it is. That's what the game is for women's soccer in America. I mean, either they go overseas or if we want to grow the game here, we can. Like, we have one team here, Decatur FC, as I mentioned earlier, that actually they have girls that come over from like colleges and stuff like that. I don't know how much they get paid. I don't know what the situation is with that, but it's such a good on-field talent, like visual. And like they draw like I don't know like 3,000 fans a game on like weekends in the middle of the summer. Like what you just said is like kind of how the game needs to grow. Like so sorry, I just wanted to give you your plot. It's like
no, I appreciate that, and yeah, it's true.
And I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, my second question was just like, how do you think that like ticket returns and like gate sales factor into this equation? Because like not only in like America, but also like all over the world, like a lot of sports teams not only run on TV revenue, they also run on gate sales, where like you have to basically like own your stadium to turn a profit in that way. And seeing that like not only for NWSL, but for much of the MLS too. Like if you don't own an NFL team, like, if you don't own an NFL team or have a soccer specific stadium, almost half the league, don't have their own stadiums. Right. So like, just where do you see kind of like, I don't want to say that money coming from, because like, owners do have pockets and they are expected to spend, but like, where do you see like kind of that next level of like breakthrough coming in terms of like getting these owners to spend that money? Because they are on the other side going to say like, well, how do you expect me to recoup this?
Sponsorships.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of my main things is if you're rich enough to own a team, then owning a team means investing in a team. It's not like you don't have a right to own a professional team. Like it's a privilege to own one. So like you invest in it and you want it to be good. It's like any kind of business starting out, you got to invest in it. And to get it and to be like, oh no, I can't spend this money, that's stupid, then sell the team. Like that's not how you're supposed to approach any business whatsoever. Obviously you can't be reckless with your spending, but also again, we're not talking about much money. We're also we're not talking about a lot of money in terms of what it actually like the return on the talent you get. Like Trinity Rodman is one of the most recognizable faces in sports, period, men's or women's. And she's making $2 million. That's massively underpaid for her marketing value alone, not even talking about what she does on the soccer pitch. So there's that aspect of it. There's sponsorship deals. There's a broadcasting deal. There's expansion fees. NWSL has gotten almost $400 million in expansion fees. That's gotta hit the pockets, right? So when you look at like attendance and things like that, I mean, I cover the Washington Spirit. If you invest in it, you'll fill the stadium. You have to invest in building community connections. You have to invest in people coming to the games, being invested in your team and the performance. They have to trust it. They have to know that you're actually part of the community as well. That's something that I give the Spirit a lot of credit for. They didn't just come in and say, "Hey, we got a great team now." Now a lot of Spirit supporters, like the supporters groups there, are tremendous. They've been with that team for a long time and through some really bad times. So of course they're going to be really excited about this. But you don't fill stadiums in Washington D.C. just by that. So they've understood that, and you need to grow that. So I've seen it grow here to where the number one sports attraction in a city that has NBA, which I mean the Wizards are trash, but whatever. They have NBA, they have NFL, they have an MLS team, they have an MLB team that has won a World Series before. The number one sports attraction is the Washington Spirit. If you come to DC, you need to go to a Spirit game. That's it. And that is wild that that's what it's become, but it's a possibility to do everywhere. You just, again, got to invest.
Facts.
Yeah, no, that's real. I mean, it's no different than Arsenal, how they've been able to, like, they sell out the Emirates. It's absolutely amazing. And like City play Chelsea this weekend, and it's at the Etihad. And I'm always terrified about those games because the stadium holds 55,000, but I know I'll be happy if they hit 10. And it's
What
always
city at Etihad? You're hoping that they hit 10?
10,000. Like if they have 10,000 people show up to watch the City women versus Chelsea women, yeah, I would be happy.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
not the men's. I mean,
when are we gonna switch to men's? I'm sorry, we can do women's forever.
You're good. And so like
I mean,
one of the things,
it was the same thing at Stamford Bridge for a while. The players actually didn't want to play there because it ruined the atmosphere. They had a bigger atmosphere when they played it at what was it, Kings Meadow. So you just have to, again, it's more about community investment. You got to get the people coming, and it's not about free tickets or anything like that. It's about the investment and showing people what the product is, getting people invested in the storylines, the narrative, the players, all that stuff. And you do that by just investing in the community. And now they can do games in Stamford Bridge. It's still not full, but it sounds and looks a lot better. And it's much more of there's much more atmosphere in the environment. So you can do it, just takes time and money and resources. And
yeah, women's games at the Emirates. I think they've been doing women's games at the Emirates for the better part of 2.5 years now.
Yeah.
And like,
They're insane.
it's huge. Like it's a big deal. We used to play out at Bourne Wood, and like, that's a 2,000 person seater that like they were packing out. And you're right, it was kind of sparse when it started, but like, also like it does help that like, the Cronkies own the Emirates, so yeah, I think that's the big thing I really just want to wish for women's soccer is that like not only that the women get more money, but like we see more examples like the Kansas City Current where like they actually build their own stadium and they're able to like actually take part in like that part of like the soccer experience. Because like coming from a Chicago Red Stars fan who used to drive out to Bridgeview to watch them play at SeatGeek, like, it's a tough ask if you're not like a really invested person. So like I totally take your point.
Oh, very fair. Yeah. No, I mean, in the tickets, the stadium, that is a very good point. But I do.
Did you ever go to the other stadium, like the Academy Stadium?
The Joy. Yeah, I went and saw City men draw to Brighton. That was at the Etihad, and then I went to the first Champions League game, City women versus Chelsea at the Joy Stadium. That was the game that they actually won. Carolyn scored both of the goals. It was an insane experience. It was sold out. The energy was insane. Like they were giving out flag. Like it was good. They brought like a DJ from like BBC radio. It was a really good time, but we really haven't seen much of that. But also there haven't been many night games in women's football in the WSL this season, and that really has affected things. And like they're trying to focus more on growing the watching, the visuals, the broadcasting. That is where the focus has become. And so that means they're doing the games at noon. And everybody knows, even on the men's side, those 6 a.m., those noon games, those noon 1 o'clock games are always the worst games because the English, like waking up super early and all that stuff, that's not really their vibes, especially on
Is
the
that
weekend.
1 o'clock your time is what, noon probably, right?
Yeah. So it's just they're enjoying themselves. They're at the pubs and stuff Friday night, and so now you're telling me I gotta like wake up, or worst case, I have to go from like Manchester to London by noon. That means they have to leave at like 5 a.m.
Yeah, I get you.
And so it's just like they're asking a lot for their fans to get to the games, and yeah, so I am hoping for more, but I
Yeah.
do want to talk about this weekend of Premier League for each of our teams, and because City, we have Tottenham. We'll start there. Drew, how are you feeling about our game against Tottenham?
We're gonna
It's in
lose
London.
1-0, most likely. Off rip, like I mean, there's really nothing to say. I don't know. I don't. Yeah, we're gonna lose 1-0. It's common. Like I've lived my Tottenham drama like my whole life. I came not to give you more lore, but I'll do it real quickly. I was coming from Los Angeles from like a wedding, and I was on the plane and I was like, "Fuck, I need to watch the game." And I'm sorry if I can curse. I don't know if I can curse,
Yeah, you're
but
good.
I was watching the phone. I was watching the game on my phone because I was like, "Man, I don't even know the TV and all this kind of stuff." And I realized that they actually did have NBC on the TV on the seat. But I was watching it on my phone the whole game, and I was already hungover, and then was continuing to drink to not be hungover further.
Hair of the dog.
And it's kind of hair of the dog situation. Um, and that Champions League game a couple years ago,
Oh,
like,
mm.
and then I think I landed in Miami, or yeah, I landed in Miami, and I was like, I mean, it was probably one of the worst experiences of my life. So, no, we'll probably lose either 1-0 or we'll draw 1-1. And then, maybe, I don't know, maybe Arsenal. Arsenal's gonna, they don't know what they're doing. Like, it's like when you give, I forgot the saying in life. It's like when you give the kids like your credit card or something like that. That's Arsenal. Like they don't really know what they're doing. Like Pep knows what he's doing. It's like when you give the kids the car wheel or something. I don't know the exact saying for it per se, but like that's Arsenal. They're just like they have everything to do what they need to do, but they're not going to be able to do it because they don't really know. And Pep's just like, yeah, I don't know. Like sometimes we'll lose, sometimes we'll win. We got, he's not even playing in the style. If Pep here's my Man City take, and I'll jump. I'm not gonna jump off, but I'll just listen from here on out. My Man City take is that like Pep really just wants to play like false nine every day, like every day forever. All he wants to do is have positionless players that play false nine, and like I mean, he probably would start Marmoush over Holland, but that's crazy work, right? Like we can't do that. But in Pep's eyes, I imagine he'd be like, yeah, but no, but then he can go on the wing, he can play seven, he can go over here, do this and that. And then like I mean, Rodri's like a fun story, but I think he's 86. Like Rodri's so we gotta nix him on that. And then but Pep just wants to play like flowing football, and that's it. That's my thought. All right, cool. I'm done. Scene.
That was so disheartening. Let's just move on to another club. I'll come back to City later. That low key broke me. But it's okay. I love the honesty. Let's go to Chelsea. We got who y'all got this weekend, Andre? Who
West
the men got?
Ham. West Ham.
Oh man, come on now. Are y'all gonna let them get 3 points on you? We're gonna stand up. Is Cole Palmer gonna show up?
I mean, I don't know. This team is weird. I don't have any strong feelings or defense of what's going on the men's side. I can't really tell you. I know that team is really young. They're really silly. They need a center back. Their primary one got injured and won't be there for a while. We've seen the issues that has caused because we got a lot of really iffy dudes to fill in that back line. So and we got LinkedIn Liam now at the helm. So I don't know. Like the team is just in a weird spot.
Did you call that man Leak? Oh my god,
that's my guy.
He said it so quickly.
I don't know how long he's gonna be there, but that's who he is.
I hate that I gotta actually like not like I try to support all black men except when they don't play City. So that's like my rule. If you're not playing City, you're a black man. I wish you would. You play City, have the worst day of your life. But like, so now I'm like, hey,
black goalkeeper. Hey man, listen.
Y'all really out here breaking downstairs like whole black front line. Right. This is crazy. Black Chelsea out here. And y'all top Chelsea 8.
I remember
top 8 in the Champions League. I mean, that's big. Y'all did better than City in Champions League. At least on goal difference, yeah. +1 better. So good luck. But this is what I really care about. Let's jump to Arsenal, baby. Going to Leeds, going to Ellen Road. We getting 3 points. Set the stage for City. Or we're gonna drop points and say, "Ooh, City, come get us, come walk us down again." How we feeling? It's the big one right here.
It honestly doesn't matter.
What?
Like it honestly doesn't matter.
That's good. I like that. Temper down.
Calma.
Pause.
Like,
I like it.
We're here all the time. Like everyone says they're going to put up a title challenge. Like, Chelsea's title challenge was for like 4 days in November. Like, Villa's was for like a week in January. Like, I mean, has City ever really been in it? I mean, I think 5 games ago, like once again, it was 2 points. And now it's 5 games on, it's supposed to be a full crisis at Arsenal. Yeah, it's 4 now. Yeah, 5 games ago it was 2 points.
I'm laughing.
So I mean, if 5 games
you said has City
so if 5 games
been in it,
yeah. So like for 5 games from now,
at one point.
Yeah, but we're talking about this year, right?
That's
like,
okay.
So like 5 games from now, if it's 6 points, like just what are we talking about? Like Arsenal has the best squad depth in the league. They have the most consistent team in the league.
Cancel my call.
I mean, this is the first time, as bad as it sounds, we played a Manchester United team that had 7 days to prepare for us. They literally play once a week. Yeah, United literally plays once a week for the rest of the season. Remember that, because that's important when they come.
We played them too. We played them too. It's okay. Just hold the L. See, this is where you got to stop. Hold the L.
Arsenal was like
Devin, get your boy, Dev.
Like, I mean,
no.
Get your boy.
I'm completely holding the L. Like, it's fine. I'm just saying, like,
Bill Belichick,
it's a little wobbly.
You give him time to prepare. It's a wrap.
Hey, Andy Reid out here off of bye week. Michael Carey, unstoppable.
It's not a crisis. Like, it's not a crisis.
I like that. It's not.
So
it's not.
Yeah, it's not a crisis. We've got a 4-point lead. We actually probably have more of an advantage than people think going away to a place like Leeds, because we still have the best defense in the league, like far and away.
It's not. Whoa. See, here we go, Arsenal. It's 4 goal difference between y'all and us. 4 goals. Like, that's not that far and away. That's like us saying our offense is far and away the best when we're up 5 goals.
Like, we'll accrue that tomorrow.
No.
I'm just saying.
Look,
like, it's the best defense. Far and away.
Look at the guys on the field. Like,
that's
look
cute.
At the guys on the field.
That's cute. They look great, and then they give up 3 to United. That's all I'm saying.
Gabriel Jesus, where he come from? City.
That's the first time we've given up. That's the first time Arsenal's given up 3 goals in what was the stat? Like, it's the first time they've given up 3 goals in somewhere close to 5 years.
It's been a while. It has been a while.
So I mean, like, this idea that like the sky's falling or something like that. We've only lost 3 games all year. We've only drawn 5. We have a really strong record on the road. We're playing a team that's not going to sit back. They're going to attack, because that's all Leeds ever knows how to do. So, like, it'd be easier for us to score. We're set piece FC.
You are set piece FC.
Like, it's hard to go into any game thinking like, oh, like we're in trouble, and it's been like that for years. It's just 3 years ago when we quote unquote bottled it. We had the youngest team in the league.
There's no take those quotations off. There's no
theory
about it.
Last year was the
Some
other year.
debate if we bottled it or not.
I mean, it wasn't 3 years ago.
Bro.
Multiple years.
Bro, we had the youngest team in the league. You say we bottled it. We had the youngest team in the league. First half of the season, we were on record to put up 100 points.
You need to cook real quick.
Like, was that ever sustainable? Like, it wasn't sustainable that, like, going into January, we were going to hang another 50 points up the same way we did the first time. And we still ended up in, like, the low 80s. So, I mean, you can say, like, maybe one of the greatest Premier League teams ever walked down the youngest, like, team in the league at the time. Like, all right. Whoop-de-doo. Is that what the kids are saying right now?
Oh my god!
I like this level of copium because all I wanted to focus on was this year in Leeds, and then we got to bring in the last couple years and the bottle job that wasn't. And no, it is copium because you're trying to explain away a Man United loss of they had a week off. I felt that, I know, but just say you got that L. We're talking about the best defense in the world. And they're only 4 goals difference than the worst defense at City in history, I guess. But I think y'all should be Ellen. Y'all should beat Leeds. You should. If
Dominic Calvert-Lewin has the worst defense in history?
Oh, no, I'm just saying that's how they talk about it. That's how they talk about it. They say it like our defense is trash. But again, it's a 4-goal difference. So
Who's ever said your defense was trash?
Oh, plenty of pundits. Like,
our defense is trash, and that's fine.
They talk about your fullbacks.
There was a hole. There was a big old hole, and so things looked a little bad for a little while.
Yeah.
But then Pep fixed it because that's what he does.
Yeah, Nico Gonzalez was bought out. Yeah,
we were in such a bad place.
But Rodri doesn't play defense.
Well, yeah, we know. We brought in a 20-year-old who was playing at Watford. He was playing championship football, and we were like, "Hey, let's start you for a couple of games and see how that goes." And not gonna lie, for a couple of games, I was a little high on the copium. I was like, maybe we can't do it with him. Maybe we can. And then, reality set, and he gave up all these goals and made mistakes, but also
he was 20.
Kind of what you expect. He's 20.
Whose fault is that, dog? Oh, he was 20. Whose fault is that, dog?
Wait, who? Sorry, say that again. Who's the kid?
Whose fault is that?
Did
you put your faith in a 20-year-old at left?
Wait, at left?
I admit it.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
That one?
Yeah.
He tricked me.
He's okay.
But hey, but we're good now.
Bad. Like
we went and spent that money. We have Gay. We got Vardiol. He's out for the season, so like he's good. Kuzanov's picking his stuff up. Like Ake, I think is healthy. So like we're figuring it out. There was a little bumpy moment. We were on the brick road. We were struggling, but we're good.
Wait, now. Can I transition the conversation or
we're naming full on international saying that
Chelsea
you had
players.
the worst defense.
Y'all got some too. Just saying.
Yeah, what were you gonna say, Andrew?
Yeah, I wanted to pivot the conversation because, like, I understand, like, this is a podcast that's, like, kind of, obviously we're, like, Man City fans and everything like this, and then, like, we're all, like, African associated, I'm not per se, I'm white, but I'm Italian, I don't know how you take me, I'm Sicilian, but,
You're an aioli.
Whatever. I'm Sicilian.
Aioli's crazy.
Like, I'm closer to Africa than I am to Italy, basically. But regardless, that has nothing to do with this. There's been the narrative of Pep Guardiola not taking in African players and having this kind of like context towards them. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on this.
Oh yeah.
I think in the past it was a thing, right? Like, yeah, you had the thing with Yaya. You had the thing with. I mean, he brought in Henry, and then obviously Henry played a different role at Barca. But then you look at what he did at Bayern Munich, right? You had black players in that squad. City, Raheem Sterling rose to new heights under him. Sané Sterling is still like talked about as the greatest wing combo in our recent club history. And now, like, I call it AFCON City. Like, it's everybody's black. I think that's why Phil Foden's dropped off, because all the black players are better. And that's just a fact. But no, like, I think that like he wants the best players, and the best players right now who are scoring goals and making things happen come from the diaspora. Like even Ryan Shirky. Like,
how you say it?
That man's like Ryan.
No, that's
diaspora.
What's the
that? Just means like basically like all types of African, be African American or from South African, or those who grew up in France but have like North African descent.
Yeah, I got
Watch Ryan Turkey. Yeah. So
Cole
like
Palmer.
Okay.
Cole
Yeah,
Palmer.
Theodore.
He was
I
a part of it.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. I really do.
No, but yeah, so like I love it. Like, I mean, I think Pep's evolved. Like, this is not Jack Grealish and Riyad Mahrez on my wings. I got real ballers on both sides. And yeah, and I had to rank up
He
Jack.
evolved
Come on
into
now.
liking black people.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Say
Okay.
that again. I apologize.
I said he evolved into liking black people.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
I like that spin.
100%.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
What do
Mahrez
you
and
got,
Sterling
Cronk?
like got
You
him
got
there.
anything on him?
And then he's like, you know what? Let's do
All
it.
right. All right. If that's what we're doing, all right.
Gotta do what you gotta do out here, bro. Hey.
Hey.
Tough crowd.
No,
Is that what we're doing? Tough crowd.
Hey, now you're right, bro. Like, hey.
I'm the only white person here, so I mean, but I'm Sicilian, so I don't know. I'm not trying to not trying to.
Hey, separating from white people the best you can. I respect that, Andrew. He's like, look, I'm not like them. Okay, those whites are different. I'm not those white people. I respect that. You gotta. That's who you know you're a real person. Like, let me not be in that group. I don't want to be with
I
those
was the
people.
minority of my friend group growing up, so like that's why this feels right. I'm like, wow. I was like, every day.
Hey, Drew is hilarious.
And but it's like respectfully, I was like, oh, it's a black focused like Man City group, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I live in Atlanta, so I mean,
I'll never respect what Pep did to Eric Albadal. And that's it.
Kronk, what do you have a take on that or no?
Yeah, I mean, everything's always gonna look away. I will say the Spanish historically don't have the best credit when it comes to the blacks. So like I get it.
The blacks?
We're talking about
Dog.
like players that are going out. You're going,
This is hilarious,
being
though.
racist.
Hey.
Weird.
Why is it 1947 right now? The blacks?
I think we were just talking about players and the positions that they are.
I'm sorry, I'm being silly.
And how
So,
they,
but yeah, but I mean, if you look at it now, like
positions
Sharpie
and
said, yeah, but like Sharpie said, now with the Afghan City, we have Sharky he's French, but he's French Algerian. We got two Ghana boys with Doku and Semenyo, and obviously like Gehi.
What's the formation
Marmu.
that you put them in?
Like the team.
Like, how do you start them out? Well, like the BBC's like, well, so we're starting out with this and that. No. How do you start Turkey? What's the Ronders?
Yeah.
Ronders.
I would like to see our best is a 4-2-3-1 formation, and we definitely had the conversation where Shirky. I mean, he has the 10, so he's our attacking.
Wait, hold on. Let me get my notes.
So 4 defenders. So basically O'Reilly. Obviously it's Gehi now. Gehi, Huzanov, and Nunes. Then Rodri and probably Bernardo. I guess you'll slap Bernardo there, and then it'll be.
Where do you
Shirky.
slap Bernardo?
He's next to the Rodri Nico G person.
Okay. So
And-
he's okay.
Ooh, Crum, make a choice though.
Less
At current
mid
form,
or
are you
something.
taking Roger and Nico G?
I mean, honestly, they're both coming back from an injury. I guess.
I'm saying. So who you taking? Who you putting there?
I would just say,
Make a choice.
And he didn't
Pick a
even
Spaniard.
finish
Pick a
the back
Spaniard.
line. Pause.
Pick a Spaniard is hilarious.
What's
I
your
would
back
say
line?
Nico
What's your
G.
back line?
Well, I mean, it picks itself because it's the only ones that's healthy. It's O'Reilly, Gehi. Yeah, because now that we're in the round of 16, he can be added to the Champions League. Gehi, Huzanov, and Nunes. And then the two like holding midfielder
OGs.
box to boxes. I'll say Nico G. I do like what Nico G's been able to do this season. So Nico G and then Bernardo Silva, and then left wing.
We're so fucked right now.
Left wing is Doku, but he's obviously out, so it's Marmouche. And then
you're gonna do Marmouche. Oh fuck.
Yeah, I would prefer Doku, but he's injured.
Hey, true. Let him land, Drew. Let him land. Let
Do
him
you
land.
not like Marmouche? Like, what's going on with Marmouche?
No, I mean, no, I fuck with him heavy. I'd rather
Ain't
have
enough
Holland
fades in that
come off the
lineup, bro.
bench and just do Doku.
Y'all need some more tapers in that lineup. I'm just gonna
I'm
tell
with
you
it.
right now.
Trust
You
me.
ain't gonna win
Hey,
the league if you ain't
when
got
they're
the-
healthy, when
You
they're
need
healthy,
some
we
more
do.
tapers in that lineup, brother.
Hold on, wait. We didn't get to finish. We got half and half. We got
Yeah,
6
no,
black people.
you haven't done shit. So
And
we're
two of them
doing-
don't got tapers.
We got Doku at left wing, and then we got Nico at mid, and then we got Bernardo just kind of doing Bernardo shit where he's just like floating, like, because that's
Yeah.
what he does. He floats. He's just
Yes.
he does fucking everything. That's why I love him. He's my favorite City player, well, not of all time, but one of them. All right, so who's on the right wing? Or wait, what was the formation again?
Semenyo's on the right. 4-2-3-1.
Wait, no, what was the formation again?
4 defenders, pivot, double pivot, 2 midfielders, and then the 3 left winger, attacking midfielder.
Does Semenyo have a lineup?
Yeah, he keeps himself nice and clean.
All right, so who's on the right wing?
Semenyo.
Well, actually, it's not too crazy. He's a very like humble, chill dude. He has twists though,
So you have a 9 and it's Holland.
but he keeps it lined up there. Yeah, and then Holland up top. Yep. But
Damn.
obviously, I prefer Doku. I do like Shirky as our 10. Shirky is fantastic.
Turkey's
Yeah.
a prop.
I like having Reinders being able to come on off the bench because he just brings the energy, and also he wants nothing to do with defense. Like, bro is just like, what? You want me to track back? No, thank you.
The thing
You want
is,
me to
he
try to
doesn't.
win a
He's
duel?
not clinical.
No, thank you.
Like the thing about Turkey, or not Turkey. The thing about Reinders is he's not clinical. Like, he doesn't complete. Like
Nobody's clinical this year. That's the thing. Like, even Holland's not clinical. He misses so many chances. Like that diving header where he just missed the whole net. Crazy.
All right.
Like, you are so
I'll take
big
that.
and so inaccurate. Phil Foden can't buy a goal. Semenyo is actually probably the most clinical finisher we have.
Yeah, Semenyo's clutch. Yeah.
Yeah, he like,
Yeah,
at this
yeah,
point.
no, that's a good thought. Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's fair.
I like that lineup. I'll take that lineup. I'll take it to the Emirates. I'll take it to Stamford Bridge. I'll take that lineup anywhere. I want to play
we
Real
still
Madrid.
have like all
Emirates,
the
like,
Arsenal and Chelsea people on. Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen this year for y'all. So
Well, we know it's not happening for Chelsea, but Arsenal, we'll see with Arsenal. I'm being
that's not
patient
news
with
to me.
Arsenal. I'm waiting till we get a little bit closer before I talk too much stuff. I don't know.
it's 4
Being
points.
patient.
We'll be fine. It's 4 points. We'll see it like later this year. So we're okay.
Man City's losing at least 3 more games this season.
agreed.
At least.
Agreed.
All right. Well, there's no way y'all are
who
winning.
said
it.
agreed?
I'll
Yeah.
take that. I'll take 3 L's this year. Why not?
3
That's
more.
about right. 3 more.
I
Long
don't
as it's
even
not
know
y'all,
why
I'm
I
good.
subscribe to this thing. What do you mean we're gonna take 3
Andrew,
more
you
L's
just
this
said we were losing 1-0 to Spurs. So I mean, come on, my boy.
Yeah, so
that's
Like,
what
That's what, my boy.
you already caught one of them. Like, you
I
said
can
it,
say
not
we're
me.
losing.
No.
He can't say we're losing.
Like, damn, I just went off what you said.
I mean, Spurs
Is that
a
3 losses in the
given.
league or all
Spurs-
competitions?
Oh, in the
Spurs
league
is
for
a
sure. They
given.
still have to play Liverpool. I think City
Oh, that's
still
a
has
bad
Go to
play
Anfield.
Chelsea,
That's a draw.
too.
That's a draw right there. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of draws.
I think
I
that's a
mean, but
W.
we're not losing 3. We're gonna lose to Spurs. It's just
I
what we
mean,
do.
Arsenal. Most of Arsenal's tough games are already out the way. I think our biggest game for the rest of the season is
You literally played Chelsea next week.
home to
EFL Cup though. EFL.
Yeah, but
Okay,
that's the
so-
EFL Cup.
They play him in 2 months, in a month.
Yeah.
Beginning of March. Okay, we play him at the beginning of March.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, so
no,
we
you're
play
right.
our 2 toughest games for the rest of the
This-
season are
This
Chelsea and
lineup
City.
sucks.
Yeah, and then
Sorry.
you have Newcastle at the end of the season. That is messed up. Actually, because if you look
Yeah.
at Arsenal, the way that they end the season, they play West Ham, Burnley, and Crystal Palace. That's some bullshit.
It's
Yeah,
not.
no.
We've done it before. We've had that before. I'm not.
That's
The
some
schedule's a
bullshit.
schedule.
No,
All we gotta do is
City-
beat them. They
But
draw.
Arsenal's
City's
always
still-
been in line. Like Arsenal had a jersey that had the gold like on the shoulders, and it was
That was
supposed
nice,
to like
actually.
match
That was
the
pretty,
like
yeah.
patch and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And then who won? Us.
City still has to play Spurs. They still have to play Liverpool.
That's
They
actually a
still have to
win.
play
That's a
Newcastle.
win.
They
That's
still
definitely a
have
win.
to.
Oh, Newcastle
they
sucks.
They play Chelsea the week before they play us.
Yeah, hold on, because
I mean, look,
I was about to say something
Goal
because Jim said
tags,
something
They-
interesting
goal
in the chat
tags,
too, and I
not a
wanted to
goal
hit this
tag,
point.
goal
Like
tag.
we
They still
kind
have
of
to play
going
Villa.
through the schedule, like all these, like the league's been predictable. Like Sunderland took points off Arsenal, right? Like they took points off Chelsea. Like this has been a
points off City.
wild season. Like
Yeah.
anybody can draw certainly, but we've also seen some teams give people L's. Like it's been a weird season. So I think you can like kind of take the history of the league and everybody's performance and think like, oh, the only difficult games, the only games you might not win or you might drop points are the big teams. But I don't know if that's true this season.
Well, the other thing I'm leaning on too is most of Arsenal's games are going to be at home. We've already played like all of this season, looking at like who's been like traditionally like kind of problematic away from home. We don't have too many of those games anymore, and like once again, we've already gotten all of our
Tottenham,
traditional
the
like
biggest
big
one.
games kind of out of the way. Right.
Yeah.
Like I would much rather have our schedule going in than I would have City's schedule going in right now.
No, that's fair.
Like 100%. And giving us a 4-point cushion, like,
So can we say that if you all don't win it this year, like this is the adult bottle drop versus the kids bottle drop?
Oh yeah. I mean, barring a major injury.
No. Injuries count. That's a part of it. Our back line, we lost both center backs in the same game. Next. So you have the deepest squad. That's what y'all said, right? Y'all got the deepest squad. And like Saka scoring goals. So I mean, y'all don't need him for nothing. He just out there for corner kicks.
Facts.
Well, the
so
big thing
I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. If it's a
can
disappointment,
we call this a bottle drop? I want to be able to say this in May that they actually did a bottle.
You can call it whatever you want. Sure, you can call it a bottle drop if we don't.
Can we call
you
it?
and Ian right, boy. Y'all want to admit it? You and Ian right. Y'all out here.
Bottle drop or not?
They were too young. They were too young, Drew.
I mean, it was the youngest team in the league. Though.
It was a baby bottle drop,
and now this is the adult bottle drop. Yeah,
so
like junior bottle drop, junior.
Respectful of like.
The bottle was too hot.
Look,
like skin test, and the milk was a little
it's
too
all
hot.
right, dog.
It's like a milk bottle to like a bottle of Jack. Like now we just like drinking
now it's
and
whiskey.
sad.
Now they're like sipping the whiskey and they're like, ooh.
All I know is that if y'all lose, it's gonna be a crisis. If y'all lose the leads, even if you draw the leads, I am in. There's gonna be so much joy because then I want to hear the coach like, oh man, like we're good. It's not a loss. We haven't lost. Like the draw actually would be better than the loss. Give me a draw. Give me a 1-1 draw. Let's go, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Let's go.
Let's go, UCL.
What if
Brendan Erickson, American hero.
What if they win the champion? What if they win the UCL though?
That actually, I think, is more likely. I think Arsenal has a better chance in Europe. I think they're made for European football.
Oh.
Like that, they are dominant. I cannot take anything away. That's a beautiful campaign.
Yeah,
Arteta's the man in Europe.
Yeah.
I give him that. Take that.
The quad's definitely
don't ever say that, please.
The quad.
Why would you want them to have that? Because then
the quad is definitely
that's
on.
all they would talk about. Like, I mean, if they won the other one, like the baby Champions League, fine, whatever, you can do that.
Yeah, the quad's definitely on, dog. Like
This is his age 23 season.
The quad. Oh my.
No, this is good, y'all. Let him cook. Let him cook, please.
Nah,
we have all this
you got
recorded.
it.
They are
You got
recording
it.
this live. The quad is on, quote. That happened at 9:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes. Devin, I need you to chat. Is the quad on, Devin? Come on, Arsenal.
Every single one of them. Like, no way.
Let's put fours in the chat. Fours in the chat for the quad. Fours in the chat.
Fours in the chat. I mean, that's not
here,
not a out. Okay.
Get all the way out.
Everybody pull up. Okay, let's do this. Everybody pull up your betting apps.
Let's go.
As the only person
right here. Let's go.
Okay, pull up DraftKings. Okay, no, because we're doing it. Pull up DraftKings.
We're doing it.
Okay. Who's the favorite to win the Premier League?
The favorite, let's see, goal scorer.
Who has the best betting odds to win the Premier League?
Oh, y'all for sure. Team features.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who has the best odds? Who has the best odds to win the Champions League?
UCL futures. Let's see what we got. I mean, it's y'all probably what? Plus, wait. Oh, that's Premier League. Sorry, hold on. I didn't switch. It didn't switch to UCL. UCL team futures plus 370, very close to Bayern, plus 450. So yeah, plus 370.
Okay.
And throw
Pull
it
up
to
the Carabao
Bayern, I
Cup.
guess.
I'm
These
not pulling up
odds
that
on
cup. I don't care.
Carabao Cup is crazy.
I'm not pulling up that cup.
We don't care about that cup. We don't.
However, we will play y'all though. That will be a fun final.
Who's the odds on? Who's the odds on? You said the quad's not on. You said I'm crazy.
No, I'm just saying. But you said it's on. It's one thing for it to be a possibility. You said it's on.
Yes,
like we didn't talk about a treble until we won the first one. Until we're like, oh, we made it to this point. Now let's talk about the treble. You told me in January 29th, the year of our Lord 2026, that the quad is on. That's way different than saying it's a possibility. You said the quad is on.
Devin
we can
said
do
it's
it.
an
It is above
50%.
50%.
I like that, Devin.
But it is at above 50% chance.
Above 50.
Whoa!
That we win the quad.
What?
Bro, I was just talking brazy. If it's an actual real 18% chance that we win the quad, bro, those are good chance. Like versus the field, that's money you got to
So you're saying there's a chance.
That's a bet you got to play.
So you're saying there's a chance.
This is what I needed. I love
This
Arsenal.
is exactly
they
what we
look
needed.
good. They lose better. I love it. Let's go.
Man, Arsenal fans are so amazing. Like, just God, please.
Bro, we actually love our clubs.
You got to back your team.
You got to.
Cool.
You got to back your team.
Sure.
Y'all been through the fire.
We love our clubs.
Yeah. I get you. You don't win a lot.
Man wants a quad and all they want is a charity shield. Hey, don't forget the FA Cup. The FA Cup gets slept on, okay? Arteta did win
he's a
that. I was there.
charity
That was his first year. His first year.
Yeah, he won that.
He
He
won
won
the
that.
first game of the season that everybody plays nobody. God, I love the Canadian Shield.
Won
It's a nice trophy.
Won an
It
FA
looks
Cup.
good.
The FA Cup happened.
The man has trophies.
He got them. He got two, right?
Who,
He has a
Arteta?
trophy and a shield.
Yeah.
He has a trophy
Yeah.
and a plate.
Yeah. You know how many trophies he won at Man City? More than he's won at Arsenal.
That is true. That is a fact. Also,
I mean, he was there just as long, just about, right? No?
He's probably an Everton legend more than he is an Arsenal legend. But I mean, that's a conversation for another time, I suppose.
that was 2020. So just at the start of the decade. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got just like a little drought. Could you imagine Crunk going 5 years without a trophy? I genuinely don't know what it feels like.
I mean, you don't know what it feels like not to spend $1 billion like over the course of a season.
You've spent $1 billion. What are you doing?
Don't let the hyperbole. Don't respond to the hyperbole because nobody spends $1 billion in a season. See, he wanted to get you there. We got to just let him have it. Let him cook.
He was,
it's almost like Declan Rice was free, and like that back line was free, and you just didn't pay for Jokeris, who has scored 5 goals. Like again, we got to let him cook.
Double digits all competitions. Jokeris.
They get lost in fiction and fact. It's a hard thing when you wear red. It's a hard thing to understand. It's cool though.
Jokeris is double digits in all competitions.
There we go. I'm sorry. I was thinking PL. I was going PL because that's the one that matters to me. The little EFL goals are cute, but in that PL table, let's pull up. We looked at betting odds. Let's put up the PL goals guy. Everybody don't pull that up.
I mean, it's always
top scorer for Arsenal. Top scorer for Arsenal has 5
in the PL. Yeah, that's
respectable. Trossard. That's
we
that's
pass
trash.
him around.
That's
we
trash.
pass him around, dog.
An own goal got 4. So if we take our own goal, that's 38 goals. Ew.
And we're still top of the league.
Barely.
Hardly.
Hardly.
Barely.
Oh, now it's hardly. Oh my god.
I mean,
yes, that's what we said the first time.
Such a shit
4 points.
That's the whole point. I'm such a shit squad. Like, there's really nothing. There's nothing else to say about it.
Let's score some open play goals. Can we make a bet on this show that you all would not score 2 open play goals on Saturday?
Oh my god.
What do you want?
Because it has to happen in like 3 weeks. So I'll bet $20 right now that y'all don't score 2 open play goals. I will.
You got
bet
a favorite
20.
charity?
Oh,
you got a favorite charity?
I don't know. I don't give the charity. I give the people. $20. You and me, $20. Do you have that much faith in your team? Because I don't. I don't think y'all gonna do it.
I don't bet, so I don't bet.
Okay, he don't trust his team, y'all. He don't trust his team.
Gambling means I don't trust my team.
You can't score 2 goals because you ain't seen it. That's why you don't trust it.
It's gonna be.
That's why he's like, damn, you're right. You can't do it.
Or something like some.
Yeah, it's a set piece. Set piece FC gonna get it though.
Hey,
I love set piece FC.
Hey,
They're gonna do this
man.
all the way to the end of the season.
I mean, I guess they all count, but like, nah, they don't. They don't have it.
It's smart
Devin,
football,
I'm
dog.
talking about the Premier League, Devin. Why are we getting this conflated, y'all? Everything I talk about is Premier League. I don't, y'all can take CL. That's cute. I just want to see y'all bottle the league again. That is where we are.
No,
Okay.
don't. No,
I do
don't.
wanna
You
say
see how rattled they are that it has to be like, oh, I'm talking about this. Oh, I'm
No, because
talking
that's
about that.
how am I rattled? Because I'm specifying my argument. That's literally what I'm talking about. I don't care about CL. Y'all got it. Cute.
Kronk,
Go be
don't
perfect.
allow them to
I just want y'all to bottle the
have
league
CL
again.
be in the
Yeah,
world.
like
Like
now,
they're not gonna take CL. They're
I
not
want
gonna take CL. So
What?
Kronk, I mean, just be the Jesus and the God for all of us right now in this conversation. Like they're not gonna take CL.
He
I
said
want
the Jesus of the God.
what I wanted to ask Andre, because if Arsenal go and win the quad, they're coming for the like best team in London.
Bro,
So like how
shut.
do how do
There's
you
don't.
feel
Why would
about
you
that?
even
That
say? I
they're
thought we
coming
were
for
on the.
you,
Oh my God.
Andre. They're coming for Chelsea. They're coming for Chelsea, the
Take
coolest
the
team.
quad.
Um,
God.
we'll cross that bridge if we ever come to it.
That was the trans. I like that. If we get there, we'll cross it.
Not really worried about it at the
Wait,
moment.
are you in the Caravel still? You want that little cup about an energy drink that nobody drinks? Like, I mean, cool.
Hey, they make
I mean,
beer
we've got
too.
one foot in the final.
Same. Yeah, we're gonna meet each other in the
Yeah,
final. That's gonna be
likewise.
fun.
Yeah.
That'll be
Yeah,
fun. No, it should
yeah,
be. It
we've
should
got one
be.
foot in the
You all take
final.
care of business. Don't let Chelsea come back. We up 2 on Newcastle. Yeah, that'll be good. I hope we get y'all an FA too. I want all the smoke. I want to see red so much. That way we can
Yeah,
know
I
once for
mean,
all who's better. That's what I want. Like, let's get it. That'll be so fun. Beat the best to be the best, you know?
Could you imagine Thierry Henry trying to like teach Gyökeres some of his moves? Like he would walk away. He'd be so annoyed by Gyökeres.
Now his
Oh
clips
my
on
god.
CBS, he is so irritated with that man. Like he was
Yeah,
like,
for
in
sure.
the first touch, and the touch just goes this way. And why does it go that way? It's too loose. It's too loose. And look at it. Look at him now. Look at him now.
That's fucking. Excuse my language.
it's
That's like Arsenal
fine,
has finest.
dog.
They thought they were cooking like with beer. They thought they were like, nah, we got the next Holland. Like, no.
I mean, nobody thought that, dog. Like anybody who was like tapped into the situation knew that
shit.
like it was gonna be like February or like mid like spring before he really tapped on.
God damn. That's a long time. Mid
That's a long
spring.
motherfucking time.
Mid
That's
spring is like
not a
April.
that's not a long
Spring
time.
started
when you're
March.
Y'all thought you were
And you said
cooking,
mid
and you're like,
spring. That's
oh,
the
we
end of
got
the
the next
season.
one. We're
That's
up.
not
We're
a
up
long
next.
time when you're talking about
It
that's
wasn't it?
Long game. Long game.
that's
long
not a
game.
long time when you're talking about a player moving. It's not a long time when you're talking about a player moving to a league, getting adjusted to a new style of play, fitting in with
Ooh.
teammates.
Ooh. I like this.
Like
This is
Let's go,
this is
Isn't he
Logic.
good.
27?
Okay.
Oh, all right.
what?
Okay.
Isn't he 27? Yeah, he's in the prime of his career, so it's not
Okay.
going to take long. And and outside of the Premier League, he's like scoring goals in bags. But that's the thing about like
Wasn't that the
playing.
concern though, that the physicality in the Premier League was going to neutralize him because he can bully everybody else, with the Premier League has the physical ability to like stay with him, and he can't find that separation.
I mean, that was kind of like the surface level concern. The deeper concern about it is that like we generally don't play target man football. So there were going to be a lot of times where
unless you for corners.
yeah, but I mean corners are just like big dudes in the box,
Yeah.
right? So
Big dudes in the
like
box,
we
huddled
generally
together.
don't play like open play target man like football. So that was going to be the bigger concern, and I think that's kind of where you've seen like him struggle in the Premier League.
Well, what was the
But
thought then for getting him? If that was the,
Well,
'cause
they're not going to play false nine in the Premier League. Like,
yeah,
I
that's
mean, the
a
teams that
style
do are
choice that
bottom
they
of the
made
table.
to get him, and that's interesting. That like you don't play target man, you got a target man. So what is the conflict there in the Premier League? Why did that? Was that a correct signing, or are they changing their system and style of play, kind of the way that Arteta's kind of been doing, making real more defensive than anything else?
I think it was kind of a nod to the fact that like you have to be able to throw different looks at people because of the way that teams have just admittedly set up against us now. Like if you look at the numbers on like how teams play against us, like even the best teams now, like they just give us the ball and just like sit in low blocks and they try to play the counter. So like, the idea, which is still very much an idea in like motion, is that like we need to kind of, be able to switch it up, kind of bring in someone who can be more of a target man. Fun fact, there were really good signs of this yesterday. Being a Chelsea fan, you remember how well Havertz and Giroud linked up, with Havertz playing kind of like a deep lying like eight, and having Giroud play as a target man. Target man drops deep, Havertz runs on. You saw a lot of that. Yeah, and he's not exactly fully struggling. So, like there's signs that things are getting a lot better. But like once again, like with this being such a clear departure from like, how Arsenal have played over the years, it was gonna be like a bit of an adjustment. But nobody's really worried.
What's, if you don't mind me asking, what's the adjustment that Arsenal has made over the years? Because like the best years that you had was Van Persie, if I'm not mistaken, and then he left to uh, Manchester United, won a championship. I can't even talk about it. But how like they've played like very open football, but like I mean that football has redacted back to the fact of just being with a target man, and everybody talks about Erling, and I'm sorry, I'm not gonna like go to my my Erling Haaland like pedestal, but everybody talks about him like, oh, he touches the ball 3 times a game. Yeah, and 2 of them times he scores a goal. Like like that's what football is at the moment. Like what are we seeking? We're not. If we want to do the false nine, which I like total football, as mentioned earlier. Then yeah, we'll put Marmouche and we'll do that. But like, or for Arsenal, for instance, then you put Gabby, who, uh, Man City. But so that's my question. Like, what would Arsenal need to do to get to the place and when they're not gonna be so critical about their strikers and all this kind of stuff?
Um, so I think you can really like sum Arsenal history up in the modern Premier League era in kind of three like distinct eras. So you had pre 2003, which is effectively like the early days of the Premier League. Arsenal won the double twice in that time frame.
Which the
Um,
double is what, FA and Premier League?
Yeah, FA and Premier League.
Okay.
And then in 2003, there was a sea change for the whole league when Mourinho first appeared at Chelsea with Abramovich, and then you started the big money era. So
Yeah.
from 2003 to roughly 2018-19, around the arrival of Arteta, what you had was a very transitionary phase where Arsenal spent the better part of 20 years paying off stadium debt and consolidating under one owner.
Hmm.
So when we built the Emirates, we went through the whole like late 2000s, early 2010s era of like having to sell our best players. I mean,
Hmm.
as City fans, like, you guys bought Nasri from us, you guys bought Clichy from us. Like
They
I could
helped us win.
probably go down the list of like a couple more Arsenal players that would like come to mind if I really like thought about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, like, there was a whole transitionary phase there.
Yeah.
Throughout this, we pretty much tried to play the same style, but that was like the end of Wenger's reign, like Arsene Wenger's reign, and it was just like a very transitionary period. Around the time that Arteta came in, Stan Kroenke consolidated ownership of the club, paid off all the Emirates debt. Well, actually, just spread the loans out over like a billion years or something like that because he could do it because, like,
Yeah.
he owns SoFi, he's Walmart, like, he's
Yeah,
the heir,
no.
he married the heir to Walmart. So
I
like
mean, he
he
owns
was
teams here in America too. So.
yeah, so he was really able to structure things in a way that just allowed us to like enter the world of quote unquote big spenders, and that's where
Right.
you've kind of seen like the rise in like this new like form
Yeah.
of Arsenal. Sag, yeah,
The
Bakari
hair, the
Sagna.
hair.
Like, yeah, there's
Oh,
you could name a whole list of people that City bought from Arsenal in like that kind of transitionary period where City was on the rise and Arsenal was kind of in that muck. So like right now, um, it was when Arteta first came over, like, he kind of did the reverse, right? So he bought Jesus, he bought Zinchenko. Who else from City did he
Sterling,
buy?
Sterling.
Yeah,
Trying
Sterling
to
went to Chelsea. No, those are the only two y'all got. It was the
Yeah,
Jesus.
straight away. Yeah, those are
Yeah.
the
Cool.
two we got straight away. But it was like a recognition that like we kind of have to like build our squad first to go from like Emery Europa League like quality to intro like Champions League quality, and now to like competing on all four fronts deep into the year. And a part of that is actually like bringing in people like Jokeris, where we can throw different looks at people depending on the game, ideally. So it's still very much a work in progress, but also we're reaching the point now where like Arsenal's going to be a preeminently good squad at the top of the league for a really long time, mainly because Kroenke Sports Group, like they have a really good finger on their post on the pulse
Right.
of like
Yeah.
how to run a sports franchise and provide money to like the club to actually like spend without saddling it with debt. And like for a counter example of that, like in American sports, you can look at the LA Rams and see what they're doing with the Rams in the NFL as kind of like their model. So like they spread out contracts. They basically pick one down year where it's like, all right, we might be trash this year, but that's going to reset all of our finances, and then we'll be able to go again for a long duration of time.
Yeah, that's actually a very valid thought. I mean, they were close this year, though. I mean, you can't deny the fact that they're. I mean, they almost went to the Super Bowl this year, which nets you a lot of money. You know.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
I don't know how long everybody wants to stay on this call, but I could talk sports management and marketing like my whole life. But because I talk about Notre Dame a lot because I'm a Notre Dame fan. Unfortunately, well, fortunately and unfortunately, they're independent and they get dragged like through sports media all the time. And I'm sorry to like transition quickly, but Notre Dame gets dragged all the time because they're independent. They're not in a conference. The reason why they're not in a conference because like it's a Catholic school that's made up of people in the smallest part of Indiana that is closer to Michigan that it's not in Indiana. Um, but it's in Indiana, and they basically they've basically built a brand and a program and everything like that. And I don't know if this is the nature of this call again. But they've built a program that they don't have to share their money with a conference, and everybody gets mad about it. And it's like kind of similar to what you're talking about right now. Like Notre Dame makes $200 million if they make the national championship game. If they were in a conference, then they would have to split that amongst I don't know,
the like 18
20.
teams that are in every conference now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And everybody gets mad at them. It's kind of like a similar. It's a similar thought, and like the thought is with the Man City Academy, they basically they've created that's I don't know if that's the word I want to use, but that's what they've done. They've created a lot of talent that's come out of the academy, and you know they've
Finances.
done well for themselves. And then
Yeah.
I don't know about the sponsorship stuff. I will admit that I don't have any insights, but I do think it's inflated. But I mean, that's just Crunk. I don't know. Don't strike me for that. But you know,
Hey, you feel
Well, a
feel
quick
however you want to feel about it. You feel however you want to feel about that.
a quick tie-in to the difference between the Premier League and the rest of Europe. Talking Champions League is the Premier League TV contract.
right?
And
big
when
money.
you look at like the Premier League contract and the money like teams get for making the Champions League in the Premier League versus like every other league in Europe, like that's why you see so many Premier League teams in that top 8 of the league, is because Champions League money plus Premier League TV deal money just pushes like it's pushing Aston Villa like to get like Aston Villa is being pushed like to the front. Newcastle's
Right.
being pushed to the front. Like these are teams that like without the TV deal of the Premier League, like they would just be middle of the road teams. But they get this TV money, they invest it well, and like also like the big clubs like Chelsea, Arsenal,
Aston Villa's
Man
the
City,
Lord's team
United.
too, technically.
Yeah, they all benefit from that. So
So that
Well,
brings
it's
me.
from the what's his name? Prince William is that's his team. That's his club. So
I'm sure that makes them proud.
it's
I think
kind
it's
of
kind of an
weird, but that's
interesting.
his club. I mean, the guy grew up in. I don't know. The whole royalty thing is kind of odd, but but that's his club. So.
Yeah, what were you about to say, Andre?
what were you gonna say, Andre?
Oh, I was wondering. So I don't follow the Premier League as close as y'all do. I watch Chelsea. I watch some of the other like big games that pop up, but I'm mostly women's soccer. But when I have watched, it has felt like the style in the Premier League has changed a lot over the past
Yeah.
couple of years. And to me, it feels like it's really hard to separate yourself with just a tactical system. Like it's really hard to separate yourself. And so we've kind of seen different phases of the Premier League. And now when I watch it, it's a lot more transitional than I feel like it's been. And I feel like that's kind of the result of so much money, is that it's really hard to gain an advantage. And so your advantages are more so physical. That's kind of where the obvious advantages are always are in a contact sport. And so it feels like that's kind of where the league is going. And I'm wondering if y'all have any reaction to that, or if that's like something that's you're frustrated by. I mean, take your own teams out of it, but like, is that something that's interesting because you're kind of losing that ability to showcase like I guess like I mean, there's still like tactical depth. I'm not going to say it's like completely transitional, but it's a lot more than it has been. And there are some other leagues where you still watch them and you still see a little bit more like Bundesliga, really tactical in my opinion. I like watching the Bundesliga a lot.
Same.
Serie A is, but it's like they running it like half speed. Serie A seems slow, but you can see the tactics developing. And sometimes when I watch Premier League, you just see like ball in the space, go get it, and that is interesting given the amount of money that's in the league now, and it feels like it's flattening a lot of teams. And the advantages are just get the big dudes, run fast, kick ball hard.
I think what you're talking about is what Anthony Gordon was talking about
I
when
was just
he was
about to say
asked
that.
that question,
Mhm.
and he said it perfectly. Like when we go to Champions League, people play football. Like teams are here to show up and play. In the Premier League, it's just fast and physical. He's like more than I've ever seen it. I think he's only like 24. He's only been a pro for like 5 or 6 years. So even since I've been a consistent watcher of City since 2015, you used to be able to say like, we're gonna have teams come at us and whatever. But now it's like, and Arsenal knows this especially, it's like you're gonna deal with low blocks. We're just gonna try to hit you on the counter, and get ball, go fast, 3-on-1 break, 3-on-2 break, and score. Like, but it's not fun to watch. That's why like, if City's not playing, I could have games on, but like that Arsenal United match was exciting because there were goals, like there was action. But the time in open play has gone down. They brought long throws back, and that's the worst retro trend since Flair jeans. It's just horrible. Like I'm so sick of long throws. What happened to the game I love? Like if City does that, I'm boycotting. If Pep ever allows a long throw, if I see some Minyo do a long throw, I'm done. I'm done. So I feel you. It's bad, Andre. For me, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And I think it's actually not a first level reaction. Like, I think it's kind of a counter reaction because, like Sharpie was saying, like once you got into like the late 2010s or whatever, and that first wave of like hardcore, like Spanish influenced, like possession style football, like really took hold in the Premier League, then everybody was just like, yeah, I'm going to low block and counter. And now, as more money has gotten into the Premier League, more teams are able to do that at a higher like rate of like effectiveness. So when you're not watching like a top team versus a small team or like a mid-level team, you end up just having two mid-level teams that all they know how to do is just like track meet.
Mm-hmm.
And like, that's kind of the like counter reaction and where we are now, that everybody has money in the Premier League. So if you're not good enough to like really top end it and bring in like that top talent to play like possession based football, like you've got like, if you're not 1 through 3 in the league, or maybe like 4 or 5 teams in the league, there's a good mushy middle of like 10 teams in the league that all they do is just like low block counter, low block counter, low block counter. And that's going to end up making like half of your schedule during the year, like just watching these track meets. So like, it's really tough to find a good like mid-table Premier League game if you like are in the game for the tactics.
No, that's fair.
So like,
That's
I'm
fair.
really grateful I have ESPN Plus, because like you can watch, the Bundesliga and La
Yeah.
Liga for like $7.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Yep. I watch a lot of that's usually what I'm not watching City. It's usually Bundesliga. It's usually Serie A. Like there are certain matchups that I do like watching. Like I will watch like a Fulham versus Brighton, games like that. But yeah, it is kind of just like yeah, it depends, because like Bournemouth and Brighton, they both definitely want to play. So those are teams who will actually kind of actually do their tactics and try to play their game. But if it's like Brentford versus Crystal Palace, like absolutely not. I want nothing to do with a game like that.
Those names sound so bad out loud. Like
It's
that
like
sounds like a nap.
That exactly. That's a 0-0 draw. That's exactly what that game is. Like, and so yeah. All right. Well, this was great. This is actually a really good lit stream. It started off lit, and then we got logic at the end. So that was nice. This was nice. This went, and I'm just saying it, I actually enjoy it, but this went way longer than I thought it was going to. But this was worth it. This was nice. I appreciate everybody.
Fours in the chat, y'all. Fours in the chat.
Quad, baby. Quad, it's coming. So many red streamers. Appreciate everybody. We will be back next week. Still have to lock down third guest. But so far we have Grant from Into the Channel, and then we got some NWSL Boston alert. We got Jackie coming through. She's gonna be on for the first time, so that's gonna be fun. Nice. So pay attention. We'll be announcing the third guest in the lineup soon. Until next time,